Back here at home, Bill, I know I was exaggerating a little when it said it's in the 90s, but it feels like it's 120.
You're like, it's 120 out there. You were running around a lot today, and it's a lot of heat. That's why it's always say, drink water first thing in the morning.
But you know what? It's not just that. It feels like there's no breeze in the last couple of weeks. It feels like it's been Houston weather more than San Antonio weather, and
very
it's suffocating.
Very stagnant air, and that makes a big difference.
Yes.
We're going to talk numbers. We're also going to talk rain out there on the radar. A few isolated showers on this Tuesday. Let's begin with our Pick City forecast. Which city we picking? Let's take a look. We're going to head up the road to Bandera. The Cowboy Capital's hitting 93 tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and it's going to be a partly sunny day. There might be an isolated shower, but probably not going to reach Bandera. 102 on a feels like out there tomorrow in the Cowboy Capital. That south wind might help at times, but 10 to 15 miles per hour is about the best it'll get. A little bit of haze out there on a mostly cloudy day. You can see some pretty nice blue sky fighting through at Morgan's Wonderland Camp. But if you look downtown, and especially also at San Antonio International, you see some of that haze out there, but the air quality moderate. So it could be better, but it could be a lot worse. Outside right now, let's take a look at the numbers. We've got a south to southeast wind moving over 10 miles per hour. So that is helping a little bit right now. 90 at San Antonio, 89 at Castroville, 87 at Poteet, Hondo at 92. But what does your body think the temperature is? 99 right now in San Antonio, 102 at Seguin, 101 at Eagle Pass and Gonzales, 101 San Marcos with 97 at New Braunfels. Again, make sure you're hydrating. Just pay close attention to your body. This is the time of year that this heat can sneak up on you quickly. You cool down if you get one of these showers, but few and far between today. A lot different than yesterday. We're only seeing a little isolated rain between Somerset and Elmendorf right now. Farther south, and a few showers over Atascosa County, west to Frio County, but really not much out there. A lot less than yesterday, where we had a big line of sea breeze action move across the city, and we had some heavy thunderstorms put down about 1.5 inches in some cases, but not as much today. And you can see here on water vapor, most of this mid-level air is pretty dry out there, so we're not expecting a whole lot, but we're also not expecting high pressure to really build and dominate. In fact, we'll be looking at isolated chances of rain almost every day, just for these little pop-ups like are happening today. But there's a couple of days where we could get a little bit more coverage, like Saturday right here. This is pretty impressive. These are mid-range models, and we'll fine-tune this forecast. Also, Monday the 15th looks like some pretty good coverage as well. But again, we'll fine-tune with high-res data. Speaking of high-res data, let's take a look at tomorrow morning. We've got a few isolated showers tomorrow morning about 7 a.m. Again, very much like this morning, even yesterday morning, just those little sprinkles. Daytime heating keeping most of the isolated action east, and then the same on Thursday morning, where again, just some isolated pockets of sprinkles with the low clouds. So the 14-day forecast, 92s to 93s over the next several afternoons. Rain chances running about 10 to 20% right on through the weekend, and then 30 to 40% with what I showed you on Monday the 15th, even into Tuesday the 16th, and then we'll even keep them through mid-June and up to Friday the 19th for a 30% chance of rain. Father's Day weekend right now does look warm, partly to mostly cloudy.